Week 7 in the National Football League, and we've got two teams facing off for just the 14th time. Can the Dolphins make it 10-4 against the Falcons? We'll find out next.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win. And that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And his first look is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Stafford on 3rd down. He's got Jack Doyle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. A check down here to Jones. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson setting up the screen here. Aaron Jones. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So, Charles, first drive here, a little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Demario Davis there on the stop. Here's Wilson to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that will be incomplete as well. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short game. Of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Romeo Okwara make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You caught plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Dolphin football. Miami's offense set and ready to go. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Stafford on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Stafford, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. They'll run on first down. Jones. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's a give to Jones running left. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A solid stiff arm. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. On second down now, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a first and goal. Now Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Jones. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal will be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Throwing is Wilson. Touchdown! Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Miami set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, here's Stafford. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. On the draw, it's Gibson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Stafford now to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the selling points at the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. This one swung out here to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
From the gun, it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Jamal Agnew now to return it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Middle. Big 20.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Again, it's Stafford. And that's complete to Sanders. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today.
We play to win. Let's go.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense, trotting back out. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. I think this crowd not really sure what to make of things. You know, their guys have not looked very good. Their leader here at the top, he hasn't looked that great either.
And most of the time you hear guys talk about how they don't let the crowd affect them or they block it off. Well, that's not really fully true.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Sheldon Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw on target to James. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the 31, Wilson. There's the rookie from LSU. It's Jamar Chase. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st down, it's Jones. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Reyes. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Wilson. James has got it, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They go back to the ground with Jones. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Running right, Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, rolling the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Myers. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. But that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, Stafford here. And he whips that one incomplete there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A handoff for Gibson. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Wilson's throw taken in here by Chase. Touchdown, Falcons! Jamar Chase with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you talk about Jamar Chase, one of the things that really stands out, his ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, He was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. To return, here's Agnew. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So that one will be accepted. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they were on the other end of the spectrum in terms of passing efficiency. That's going to need to improve in the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mike 14. Mike 14. Yeah.
From the 36, Stafford. This one left side caught by Gibson. It's a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. And he fires one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 2nd down. Now Stafford. He goes right back to Jefferson, and this one complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Here we go again.
Now Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. It was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. And here's Jones again on second down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Stafford. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Watch 88. Watch 88.
Throwing again is Stafford. Completes it to Miller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first. This is Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Wilson to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll find Jones again, complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Stafford on 1st down. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the 31, Stafford. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Stafford's throw here taken in by Knox. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Sheldon Richardson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll set them back 5.
Still saying that.
Ready. Lady.
Tiny's Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo. Tiny's on the Ringo.
Here's Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, he stays up. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he stopped immediately there. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now left side on the swing pass. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Stafford now to throw. It's complete to Robinson. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with his second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Again, it's Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Stafford. Left side here to Sanders. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Stafford looks to throw again. And once again, this is Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. He's got it.